What up, everybody? So FRAN Pre-Market, guys. This is what I say. This is why I say what I say. It pays to wake up early in the morning. I saw this around 7. I woke up at like 6, maybe like 6:50. Did what I have to do real quick, and going through all the stocks that I have on my watch list just to see if anything's popping. Immediately, I saw FRAN popped up, then it went down. So one of my buddies, normally if we see like any stock on the radar or something is moving, we'll send each other a quick text. So this morning, and I don't think he still got this text yet, but this morning, I shoot him a text, and I was like, FRAN, low float, reverse split. It got news. 380. Let me read the. My currently is at 380. I'm like, you need to get in, or 386. I'm like, you need to get in. I tried calling him. Phone going straight to voicemail, so he may not have charged his phone overnight. But yeah, it from 386 now it's at 470, 478. I'm not too crazy about the news, but then again, this is low float, so I mean, I would have preferred like something like a contract winner or some type of money, a merge news or something like that. Because I think, let me read the news real quick. I got it here. Like, let me just go to Yahoo Financing. Like I said, I'm not too crazy about the news, but it got people's attention. With me being who I am, Vlad the cowardly trader, I'm out. You know, like once I see profits, I take them. I mean, this could, I believe, if it 5, because that's the high I got pre-market. Once it hit 5, I think this may rip to maybe could be 7 or 6, because it's really low float, and if enough people, because now it's the great thing about it, it is now starting to hit people's watch lists, and like I said before, like I'll let you guys know about this stock just a few days ago. See if I have it here. FRN watch list for 7.9. LIF is still on there. AVGR, Yama, you could actually take that off. Well, I haven't even looked at Yama. Still has potential. We'll still keep it on there. I just got distracted. News. There we go. Let me try another site. Oh man, I'm having a brain freeze this morning. Finviz. Oh, I couldn't think of the site. Is I guess this is the only place that's reporting for the news. It says Cross River Capital. Let me just do it. So pretty much it seems, a firm is purchasing up shares from them. It's a hedge fund. I mean, yes, it's good when big players are purchasing stock. Matter of fact, I think FRAN was the one that I said they didn't have any type of offering. Now that I think of it, and I didn't even think about it when I was looking at it this morning. Let me see, according to my notes here. These are the other past takers. Yeah, like they had the minimum bid, 3 million. Yeah, they don't really have that. They don't have overhead, no warrants or whatnot. But here it goes dipping. And this trend line right here that I have the VWAP on here. I always want to see how it's comparing. Where the buyers are at and the sellers are at. Whew. But yeah, I believe with this, $5. If it passed $5, then we may have like a huge winner. If you woke up this morning and you were buying it in the 380s, I would at least reconsider taking off a piece now, or not taking that, because think about it, you're over $1 a share. Well, no, close to $1 a share, which is a pretty good gain. Because not all stocks are gonna, do 100% gainers. So don't try to hold off for like 100% gainers, 50% gainers. Just get solid profits, and that money's gonna start snowballing. Where eventually you're gonna aim to try to do 10%, and from that 10%, if you have a huge account, hey, that's pretty decent money. So if you're getting, a couple of $100 here, a couple $100 there, it's gonna add up. And there's the crazy math about it too, because when it starts adding up, you're able to go bigger sizes. Then your percentage, you could actually decrease it in a sense. Let's say if you average about $100, on these plays, and these plays don't happen every day or every week, but let's say it happens three times out of the month. So that's $300. $300 times 12. You're looking at $3,600 for the year. Now, $3,600 is not, I'm about to quit my job, you know what I mean? I'm full-time day traders for the ones who have a job. But the thing with that is this is just being conservative. So, I mean, you're essentially going to be in the stock market trying to do it for the long haul, not just, we're looking at it in, most people look at it from a day's perspective, but try to look at it from long picture, big picture. So 3,600 a year, you're actually making a little bit more than, well, I didn't give the account size. Let's redo this. Yeah, if you had like a $2,000 account, you could essentially double it. Because for a 2,000 account, I would just recommend just going like half of that amount or 1,500. I mean, that is a little aggressive, but once your account start getting bigger, you can start to scale down as far as your the dollar amount that you trade with, or the percentage amount from your actual capital. So with $2,000 account, just doing it, slow and steady, you could grow that account. You could double it within a year, which is better than any with the S&P 500, mutual funds, by just only focusing purely on this type of play and not even trying to hit, 100% gainers, 200% gainers, just getting a small piece of the move. So now that $2,000 account becomes $5,600. So now you have more money to play with. So essentially, I mean, as it keeps going, your gains would be bigger because you have more money to play with. So it all adds up. Don't be like me, because what I try to do at first is just try to have the home run mentality. Be nice, couple of hundred, close to 1,000. Be like, nope, I want to get that $1,000, and essentially the stock fizzles out, and I'm getting like $100 profit. So had I taken the $800 profit, it will be more and more easier for me to grow my the account. But just keep that in mind. All right, it's testing the V1 right now. 530, 533. Like I said, I'm not too crazy about the news. And you have sellers coming in now. So it could potentially collapse. Because the safe bet would have been, buying it in here. And now that it's up, I mean, I really don't know which direction it could go. Hopefully if you just got in, hopefully, it starts going up. We'll see. Key level to watch right now is the 5. I would say this is resistance. Support, I would say 406. So right now it's mid-range, you know. It could go either or. And normally, don't recommend in buying mid-range because it's a gamble. Look like it's bouncing pretty nice off of the V-Womp. I remember when OPTT had his big run on this day. Because I was like, I woke up early. Same thing, I woke up early. Started buying it up before when I mean literally hit anybody's rate watch list. Because I already had it on my watch list. And I seen that the volume started picking up. Because essentially I got in this around like $5.80 something cents. It started hitting people's watch list when it was in the sevens, and that's when I was actually selling. Of course, I missed a huge run up because, like I said, with these, you never know. It opened up at $8.55. It cried, no, $8.55. Then from there, it went from $8.55 all the way to 10. Then it consolidated, and eventually ripped up all the way to $16. Like I said, with these things, you never know. But the things that you could only control what you do know, and that is, it's low float. This stock has no warrant. I mean, from the last time I checked, there was no warrant on it. It has news. News is decent. Nothing that I'm crazy about, but it is decent, especially if you have big players in the stock market, hedge funds, purchasing a stock, just saying it's undervalued. So that's always a plus. And it's a low float. It has about 2.4 million. It had multiple red days. So short sellers, I think it's under the SSR. Not a lot of shorts could come through and try to short it. So it has a lot of good thing going for itself. It bounced off the V-Womp. That's pretty good. Like I said, still to me it's mid-range. You have the resistance. You have the 502 or 5? Yeah, 5. Resistance at 5. So if it breaks 5, you may be looking at 7 or 8. 6, 7, or 8. Like within minutes. You know what? I just realized I didn't even check the volume just to see if all of this was being heard. You know what? I just realized. Okay, it's working. All right, now that like this is doing a higher low, so it may start reversing here. Cause here's a high, bounce. Here's another high, didn't get quite yet high enough. It bounced, then it tried to do another one. It bounced again, and now this is becoming lower. So it might drop. Um, I look like I got stuffed at 480 twice. So the reversal might be in effect. Now, depending what this stock do, especially when it when the market open, because the trend that it's doing, it's exhibiting Stephen Duck's pattern. And also Roland Wolf's pattern. And if you don't have their DVDs, recommend it. See what this is doing. Yeah, mom. I'm just going back and just checking to see if any of these have any news. I mean, for what it's doing right now, it's still holding and it's not collapsing. It's still good. I'm just saying, for me, it's just still seeing mid range there. I mean, it is overall, it's hard to gauge. Might be getting some action. Now, if this trades more than a million, or if it trades the float pre-market, then yeah, it's gonna explode today. Let me try to get a gauge on it. 1 hour. I can do a 4 hour. 1,000. All right. So roughly, so 400,000 in volume. All right, guys. I'm gonna place you on a brief mute. I got a phone call coming through. It's actually my buddy that I had text. So let me put this on mute real quick.